What's up, beautiful people? I'm back again. Today is about the top most dangerous cities in Africa. My name is Penikeruka. For my subscriber, thank you very much for your support. And please subscribe, comment below, and hit the bell for notification wherever I release a new video. You're the first one to know. You'll be notified. These are the top most dangerous cities in Africa.
Top 10 Most Dangerous Cities in Africa. As the African continent offers ever more economic opportunities and unique places to visit, many of its burgeoning major cities are concurrently becoming more susceptible to crime. Furthermore, in countries such as South Africa, where apartheid was once a deeply ingrained practice, racial tension remains high, and xenophobia-related violence often still occurs. Gathering statistics from numbeo.com, here is Positive Africa's ranking of the top 10 most dangerous cities in Africa for both citizens and visitors. Numbeo's multifactorial analyses take into account such considerations as people's feelings on the level of crime therein, recent changes in crime levels, safety walking alone, fears of muggings or robberies, vehicular security, perceived threat of assault, being annoyed, harassed, insulted, or solicited by locals, racial, ethnic, and religious intolerance, and the threat of property theft. Even with all these negative vibes, it goes without saying there is a need for change, and yes, Africa is going through a wind of change for the betterment of its nations and citizens. If you are new here, you are welcomed. Here on this channel, we do informative and educational videos about the African continent. Starting from the 10th most dangerous African city all the way to the most dangerous city, the following is a list of the top 10 most dangerous cities in Africa. As Kenya's capital city, Nairobi is the hub of the country's economy, thereby making it attractive to both foreign and local investments. As a result of this, the city happens to be vulnerable to criminal activity. The U.S. Overseas Security Advisory Council OSAC rates Nairobi's crime levels as being critical. Also, numbeo.com, as of March 2021, ranked the crime levels of the city as high and ended up giving it a rating of 78.49 out of 100. Serious crimes common in Nairobi, according to OSAC, are armed carjacking, home and business burglaries, kidnappings, pickpocketing, muggings, and snatch and grab thefts. However, those victims of robbery who cooperate without resisting are likely to be unharmed in the city, according to OSAC. Cybercrime and credit card skimming are other forms of criminal activities on the rise in Nairobi that its foreign visitors need to be aware of. Luanda is Angola's capital city, and has a high crime rate, and one which the OSAC also reports as being critical. Out of a possible crime score of 100, Numbeo rates it at 76.39 as of February 2021. Common crimes in the city are inclusive of carjacking, assaults, homicides, muggings for valuables such as mobile phones, armed robberies at either night or day, especially in areas popular with foreigners, and rape. All these can happen both in nightlife areas and even private homes. Lone night travel or walks within the city are not recommended, as crimes mostly happen at night in Luanda. Thefts from stationary or slow-moving vehicles stuck in traffic also happen. It's thereby wise to close the windows when stuck in such traffic situations once in this city. Furthermore, visitors are also advised to avoid changing or withdrawing money in public places or handling money in very crowded places. Port Elizabeth is a coastal city in Eastern Cape Province, South Africa. Tourists are drawn to this vibrant port city, which is dubbed the Windy City for its windy coastal climb. Port Elizabeth has a rich cultural heritage, and is among the city's early explorers like Vasco da Gama passed through. However, crime is very high there, and Numbeo, as of February 2020, rates the crime levels there at 80.56 out of a possible crime score of 100. Muggings and street crimes are common in Port Elizabeth, much like in the rest of South Africa. Xenophobic attacks against foreigners also tend to flare up in Port Elizabeth when there is unrest in South Africa. Crime levels in Cape Town, a port city in South Africa, and the capital of Western Cape Province, are very high, even though it's the country's legislative capital. In recent years, it has consistently been ranked among the most violent cities in the world. Numbeo gives the city a crime rating of 82.45 out of a possible crime score of 100 as of March 2016, which is an increase from the previous 3 years. From April 2011 to March 2012, Cape Town recorded more murders than both Johannesburg and Pretoria combined, according to Africa Check. Criminal activities like drug dealing, mugging, vandalism, theft, assault, armed robbery, and bribery are especially common here, according to Numbeo. Taking nighttime walks, especially when alone, is often considered to be risky. Much of the violence in Cape Town is fueled by drug-related gang activity, and the economic inequality still prevalent in non-white territories. With an estimated population of 21 million, Lagos is Nigeria's largest city, and one of the largest cities in the world. Crime levels are also very high, with Numbeo giving the city a rating of 80.88 out of a possible crime score of 100. Locals and expatriates alike living in Lagos are prone to muggings, armed robberies, home or business burglaries, carjacking, assaults, rapes, kidnappings, and extortion. Armed robbers in the city are known to even climb up perimeter fences and subdue guards, and others have invaded waterfront compounds by way of boats. Criminals also target vehicle occupants in traffic and break into stationary cars. Some of Lagos' crime hotspots are airport roads in the days or evenings, as well as banks and grocery stores. Street gangs dubbed area boys cause terror in the mainland of the city when they clash. Lagos is also an email scam hotbed, from where dubious cybercriminal prey on people under the pretension that they can receive huge compensation in return. Durban is the largest city in the KwaZulu-Natal province of South Africa. It's a coastal city that is popular with local and international tourists who annually number within the hundreds of thousands. Economically, the city hosts the biggest container and commodity port in sub-Saharan Africa. Irrespective of all these, crime and criminal-related deaths have been on the rise here. According to a 2014 report by the Mexican Citizens Council for Public Security and Criminal Justice, Durban City was 38th among the 50 most violent cities in the world. As of March 2021, Numbeo rated the crime in Durban at 87.89 out of a possible crime score of 100, indicating it as being very high. Beyond Durban's city limits, KwaZulu-Natal province in 2015 was reported as the most dangerous province in South Africa. Taking personal precautions, like avoiding nighttime travel or walking alone, is recommended to avoid falling victim in Durban. Johannesburg is South Africa's largest city, with an estimated population of over 5 million people, and it's also the capital of the Gauteng province. In recent years it has achieved notoriety for the high numbers of crime and rape cases seen there as well. Numbeo ranks crime levels in Johannesburg as being very high, achieving a 91.61 out of a possible crime score of 100 as of March 2020. Recently, Johannesburg has had xenophobic attacks springing up in the low-income townships with frequency. In 2014 to 2015, according to Africa Check, the murder rate in Johannesburg per 100,000 was 28 people. Yet, according to a report by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, the average global homicide rate per 100,000 people was 6.2, less than a fourth of that seen in Johannesburg. Since Muammar Gaddafi's oust from power as the leader of Libya in 2011, the whole country, including the second-largest city of Benghazi, has been engulfed in a civil war. The city is ever at risk of radical Islamic terrorist attacks. In September of 2012, the US Embassy in Libya was attacked by violent extremists, and 4 US government employees, the US ambassador to Libya included, died in the chaos. According to the OZAC, crime levels across the whole country are still rising. Incidences of carjacking, robberies, burglaries, and gun attacks are now more prevalent, largely due to the looting of government artillery that ensued in a mad scramble for economic and military gains after Gaddafi's removal. Sexual harassment of women is also rising, as well as petty and hardcore street crimes alike. Even stricter laws on people's dress make expatriate women who don't dress conservatively susceptible to attacks from Islamic extremist militias. Rustenburg City is in the northwest province of South Africa. It has very high crime levels. Of all of the cities in the northwest province in 2019, Rustenburg had the highest total cases of criminal activities with 11,117 cases in 2019, according to Crime Statistics South Africa. Household burglary, kidnapping, hijacking, and political violence are but some of the crimes that frequently occur in this city. According to South Africa Dialogue, street crimes and muggings are also high in Rustenburg, and caution is necessary each and every day. At night, car break-ins are common, and it's not advisable to leave one's valuables inside a vehicle. When driving on the freeways at night, stops in undesignated areas make one an easy target for robbers, and hence it's wise to avoid making them. Pretoria is the administrative capital of South Africa, and happens to be the most dangerous city in Africa according to Numbeo.com in 2021. It is without exaggeration, a first world state with a staggering rate of crime, only imaginable in Africa. As amazingly fun and exciting as Pretoria might be, you should be aware of the many dangers that await the unsuspecting tourists. This town has extremely high rates of crime. You should be vigilant and take all possible precautions measures once in Pretoria. Always take caution and stay safe each time you visit any of these cities. Why not check out this playlist in order to get more insights into several other African cities? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Positive Africa for more informative and educational videos.
You now know the top most dangerous city in Africa. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.